Peekaboo! Hello, Champagne Dreamers. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, I don't know how you found me, but welcome. Stick around. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Champagne Dreamers. My name is Janessa, and I'm North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore. And as you can see, we didn't even put the sepia filter on. We're just showing you this from the very beginning. We are trying the viral Fazit, I'm not sure how you say it, but we're trying the viral Freckles that Taylor Swift made famous, that she wore to the Super Bowl. She's been photographed in it. Her makeup artist made these blow up, and we are trying them out, and this is a collab. So if you want to know more, stick around because we're getting into it right now. All right, yes, we are trying out these stick-on Freckles. Now, these are the ones that I have. This video is part of a three-way collab with my Good Judys, Dion of Miss Dion, Dion Loves Makeup, and Grace from Gel Beauty 87. So I saw these. If you show me an ad on Instagram often enough, I'm the idiot that's going to buy it no matter what. So I picked up a few sets of Freckles. And when I say a few, I mean I ordered 7 different colors of Freckles and some strawberry patches. So we have a lot. And each one came with 6 sets of Freckles. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to send one of each color to Dion and one of each color to Grace. And then I thought, why don't we make this into a collab? So what we decided to do is each of us picked a color of Freckles for the other. So I picked a color for Grace. You can head on over to her video to see what color I picked for her. Grace picked a color for Dion, and Dion picked a color for me. So Dion picked the Snowflakes. These are silver holographic with metallic blue and metallic pink. And this is what we came up with. You can see they're a little bit patchy, they're a little bit strange. We'll talk about it in the video, but these are the ones that I am doing. So I am super excited to see what Dion and Grace both came up with, but this is what we're going to be doing today, coming up with this look right here. So if you have not watched either of these fabulous ladies, definitely go check them out. I love Grace. Grace is Gel Beauty 87, and what I love about her channel is that she's one of the few people that I will watch talk about perfumes. I don't watch a lot of perfume content. I don't know, perfume content seems to be blowing up. I don't understand it because they have not yet invented the scratch and sniff internet. So I don't know why you would want to watch perfume content, but I kind of get it because Grace is really good about explaining the way that she wears her fragrances, what they smell like. She gives you an idea of the kind of vibe, and she does a lot of content where she talks about layering. I love to layer a fragrance, so I love that she'll talk about, I wear this one with this one. Here's some ideas about how you compare this one with other ones. This one smells very similar to this. She also, in terms of makeup, does a lot of why you don't need it, not can't relate. That's not me. I need all of it, but I love that she does a great job of explaining why you might already have something that's got the vibes of what you're looking at in your collections that you don't overconsume. That I joke about being a crazy capitalist monster, but I am trying to reduce some of my makeup consumption. I'm trying to not buy as much. So I've been loving her content where she kind of breaks down how you can dupe the vibes. Now Dion, I absolutely adore Dion. Dion and I created our very own makeup tag. You can check that out right here if you haven't seen it before. But Dion does a lot of great videos. I love her lives. She does a live at least every Monday. She's doing a lot of lives on Thursdays, and sometimes she'll just do a live for the heck of it. Something came in the mail, she wants to swatch it. If you haven't been in one of her swatch parties, she swatches them all over her face, and it's just joyful and delightful. I absolutely love the community that we've built in her chats for her lives. It's so much fun. There's so many people that I love that pop up in my comments, in her comments, in Grace's comments. so many great people that we've just built this fun little community. And Dion does a lot of fun. She loves murky, grungy. Grace likes very colorful like I do. And we also have 3 very different skin tones. So I think between our 3 channels, you get to see a lot of different kinds of looks. You get to see how a specific palette might look on 3 different skin tones with 3 different styles of makeup. So I think that we're a fun little community. I hope you'll join us. Subscribe to my channel if you're coming from Dion or Grace, and say hi. Tell me who sent you over here. And if you're from my channel, go over and check out theirs and subscribe to theirs as well. Let's spread the love. I am so excited for my first collab of 2025. But enough of this chatting and talking and blah, blah, blah. Let's get into how I created this look. Hello, here we are. Welcome to my face. It's not the happiest place on earth. We are getting ready to do some freckles, but I did lay down a base. Here's what I have on my face so far. I am still testing all of those Made by Mitchell products. So we started out with the Blur Primer and then followed that up with 2 shades of the Build Foundation. I went in with the darker shade and then started in the center and worked out to lighten with this lighter shade. It's one of the perils of buying foundation online. I do generally like this foundation, but I have 2 shades that neither one of them is my shade. This shade looks like I'm putting on like a mud mask, and this shade looks like I am deceased. We lightened up with the Brighten Concealer, and then we did contour with the Cream Bronzer from Makeup Revolution and a little bit of powder bronzer from this Adept Cosmetics palette. This I've customized. You can take these pans out, they're magnetic, so this is my kind of usual go-to kind of light contour shade. There's a couple highlighters in here, but this is from Adept Cosmetics. If you haven't seen my Thunderdome ranking of Adept Cosmetics, you can check it out right here, linked for your convenience. And then I have primed with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. This is kind of my favorite primer of the moment. I'm really liking this one. I like that it's got kind of a light, my skin tone. It goes down pretty well. It does tend to crease a little bit on my crepey eyelids, but I can pat that out pretty easily. It's not that big of a deal. I love the finish of this. I love the way eyeshadows apply to this, so this is definitely a fave. Now these are my freckles from Fazit, I don't know how to say it. Dion chose the snowflakes for me. So these are blue and pink and silver holographic. I know we're kind of limping towards spring, but these are very wintry, very snowy. So I thought, you know what? I know a great palette that'll match these. And that's the Nomad Cosmetics Chamonix Après Ski palette. This is gorgeous. It's very wintry, very winter sports. So I've heard. I don't do any sports. But here's the color story. I love these kind of berry pinks and these kind of lighter blue, blurple kind of shades. I think that these together are going to be beautiful. Now I may put a little surprise pop of color in the inner corner. I have an idea based on an accessory that I recently picked up that I think could be really cute with this. So I may bring in another color from another palette just to have a little wild moment. I love a fun inner corner pop, so we may do that. We'll see how the look all turns out. And then we'll do like a pinky, you know, frost touched cheek. We'll do a light kind of bubblegummy pink kind of blush probably. And then I think we'll do maybe some sort of like hot cocoa, maybe leaning towards a little bit rose gold kind of lip. So I think the mattes to set the outer part of the look, I think I'm just going to stick to the blues. I think I'm going to start with this shade right here, Last Call. This is going to be what I'm going to use to kind of sketch out the shape. And then I will darken it with this shade, La Terrasse. I think this is French. I took 1 semester of French and I was terrible, so leave me alone. But I think we're going to go into that one, and then we'll maybe darken it with this one. But we'll see. We'll start with this one and then maybe go into this one. right, so there is the base of those first two mattes. And I left a lot of this open because we're going to start going in with some shimmers. And I'm going to go in with some pink. And I don't want them to necessarily mix and make a purple except where they come together. I don't mind if there's a little bit of mixing there. But I wanted to keep a little bit of room just so we could start working in with some pinks. So here is the shade Last Run. There is a white with kind of a pink shift duochrome here. But because I might do that pop of color, I'm going to wait and see how this looks before I decide if I'm going to use some of this on the inner part again. I'll probably go in and do a little pop of color, but I might still want that lightness. But we're going to start with this shade first, which is Last Run, and then we'll blend that into some of the blues. That is pretty, but it's not as impactful as I would like, so I think I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. Now I'm going to go into this shade, Mountain Chalet, and I'm going to put that next to the pink. Now I may use this shade here to blend them, but I like to put the two separate shades and then kind of work down the middle. I think this one will probably work for that. That one is called Aiguille du Midi. I don't speak French. Get over it. Yes, I don't really like the firm separation between these two, so I'm going to use a little bit of this Aiguille du Midi. Google it if you want the real French translation, but that's what I'm using. It's this shade right here. Yeah, you can see how having that transition shade just helps it blend from one shade to the next, so it's not quite such a harsh transition. So even though this one is a little bit lighter than this pink, it works because it starts to pull it into that purple blue kind of look. All right, I'm going to go into the shade here, Les Alpes, which I think means lesbian alpine. It's probably a Subaru commercial, but this one has kind of a pink and blue duochrome kind of shift. When I swatched it out, there is some blue in here. I'm going to mix this into that inner corner. Like I said, I may come back and add a pop of color, but for now, I'm going to add that in there just to bring some brightness and mix these two colors again. That really looks blue in person. I'm interested to see how it looks on the camera. It's bringing a lot of that blue. We're losing a lot of the pink. I'm going to put a little bit more of the pink shimmer in, and I think we're going to do the pink shimmer along the lower lash line as well to connect up with that darker blue, just so that we still have some pink in this look. I still want some pink here. So there we have some of the pink brought back. Now, again, still very blue. All right, so we got into the lower lash line. Now I'm going to darken up this outer corner just a little bit. I'm going to use this shade, which is Valet Blanche. And I'm going to use that just to darken and deepen this kind of outer corner and to cover over where that pink meets up with the blue.
Ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no. You just gotta keep up, 'cause I ain't gonna stop down. No, no. Everyone just wanna get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet.
All right, so this is coming together. The only thing I'm not loving is how this pink and this light blue are sitting next to each other. So I think I'm going to take a darker pink and I'm going to put it just to kind of make almost like a faux cut crease. I think I'm going to kind of go in and try to just deepen the edge of that pink a little bit next to the blue. So I'm going to use this shade here, which is Vin Chaud. Vin, I think, is wine, maybe. Chaud, I think, is hot. So it's like hot wine. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe?
I think it is.
I don't even like cold wine.
우리 키스는 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야. Lazy lover.
Perfect. That's what I needed.
Covers. 너 지금 이 느낌. Eating biscuits, sharing secrets. Now it's just you and me. I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down.
All right, so I am liking this. I like the way that that's coming together. That pink is exactly what I needed. I need a little bit of separation, a little bit of depth in there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add mascara and lashes. I'm going to draw on some brows and we'll be right back. All right, so we painted on some eyebrows with this shade in my Glisten Cosmetics Perfect Brow palette. Then I filled in the brow shape with a little bit of this Valet Blanche and then covered it over with Mountain Chalet to give it a little bit of shimmer. And then I put a little bit here of the Les Alpes, this shimmer just in the front part and blended that in. For the lashes, we've got Blend Bunny Omni Lash for the mascara, and then we've got Blend Bunny Vixen Lashes, may they rest in peace. I have so many pairs in my back stock. I love it. I'm going to use these as long as I can. But that is the eye look. I think I'm going to skip. I was going to do a yellow. I have this accessory piece that's yellow that I thought maybe I'd do like a pop of bright like neon yellow. But I'm liking that icy blue. I like the way that that looks. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring some color to these cheeks. We're going to do a lip and then we're going to add the freckles, what we're all here for. So to get that icy frostbitten cheek kind of look, I'm actually going to start with a purple. This is a Fenty blush in Drama Class, and I'm going to do kind of a little bit of blush drapiness right up here, just kind of on the edge of my face, and then I'll blend in kind of a lighter bubblegum sort of pink.
No, no, you just gotta keep up, 'cause I ain't gonna slow down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. 우리 키스는 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야. How could you think I'm sweet?
Then I'm going to use this NYX Buttermelt blush. This is my Butter Half.
Sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. 우리 키스는 없을 거야. 아마도 그럴 거야. How could you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet.
And then we have this light bubblegum pink. This is Butter Together from NYX Cosmetics as well.
Baby, I'm so sweet. Oh, you got stung, honeybee. You just wait and see. I don't know if I'm the one you want. Should I go, or should I leave this all?
All right, right, we went very blush drapey, very extreme, but again, we want this to be very frostbitten, so I wanted to do a little bit extra. I wanted to make sure that it was blush draped around. A lot of it's going to be covered up by the hairline of the wig, and also, now I'm going to take a shimmer setting powder to dull down the blush a little bit so it's not quite so crazy, and give us just a nice shimmery finish. So this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Shimmer Setting Powder in Brighten Up. Alright, so you can see how that kind of calms down the pinky purple blush. It's not as extreme, it gives us a little bit of shine, and we've still got the pink underneath because we want to look a little bit frostbitten, but we're not quite as like Technicolor Nightmare. And as always, we've got our Noctilucent highlighter palette from Blend Bunny. We're going to go into Phenomena, Phenomena, I'm never going to get tired of that joke. And then we're also going to do a little bit of Apparition, which is the blue. So we're going to have some pink and some blue. Alright, so there is the blush and highlight. We're looking very frosted. It's still winter time. Let's go ahead and do a lip. For the lips, let's do a little bit of drugstore. So I've been shopping a little bit of drugstore options, and one of the things that I picked up was the Chameleon collection from Wet n Wild. While I was picking up the Chameleon collection, I picked up 3 of their Mega Glitter liquid lipsticks. These are the ones that dry down and then you pat your lips and they've got a little bit of glitter in them. And so I want to try this out. This is kind of a light hot cocoa kind of color. And then Revlon has some super lustrous glimmer lip glosses. So I picked up 2 shades. I was originally thinking more of kind of a rose gold lip, so I was thinking this one. But now that I'm looking at it, this more cool toned one I think is going to be the right choice. So this liquid lipstick is in the shade Hear Me Out. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with some setting spray, just so that we can get ready to apply the freckles. I want to make sure that everything is nice and melted together. We don't want any loose powder. We don't want anything too creamy. We want to make sure that we're nice and set down. Alright, for the Revlon glosses, this is Lavender Lust. I think this is going to be the right choice for this. I want to keep it very cool toned. This does have some nice glitter in it. I did like these formulas. This is a trend that's kind of come around once or twice before. This is a pretty good one, but we're going to add more glitter. Always more glitter.
Yeah, I do. I see you standing there, just wanna get out of here. Oh, baby, I'm with you. Oh, baby, with you. You're coming closer, I can feel it, and I don't know what to do.
All right, there is the look without the freckles. So here we are. We're very frosty. I'm very excited to add some snowflakes to this look. We're going to take a quick break while I figure out how we're going to do this. I'm going to take some pictures, and we'll be right back. All right, so we are going to do the snowflake freckles. Now, the last time I did a strip of these on Facebook Live, I think I tried to do them like this, and that seems to be a mistake. It looks like they're actually supposed to go like this. Now, I did find that it was hard to like hold all of the whole thing and try to wet pieces of it, because I think it just didn't stick to as much makeup as I have, as well as it maybe would to somebody else who's wearing less makeup. But we're going to try it again. If it, I think it's going to work. It worked fairly well last time. It wasn't perfect, but it worked pretty well. These are a little bit bigger, so I'm hoping they'll stick a little bit better. But also, next time, I think when I try them, I might cut it into thirds, so then I can apply it in 3 sections and not have to try to hold it and wet it and do the whole thing. But let's go ahead. Again, these are the freckles, and they're blue and pink and silver and white. So we start by peeling off the plastic strip and getting stuck to it, and then we apply it. I may have to get close to the mirror, so let's see here.
Would you like me to hold it? You want me to come up and just push on your nose?
I think actually I am going to cut this into sections just to make it easier. So I think if I cut like right here, and I'll just avoid any of the particular pieces.
Cut around the snowflakes.
Yeah. Because then I can put this sort of right here.
I'd do your nose first and base it around that.
That's actually sticking pretty well. So then I'll cut. Oh, we didn't cut this even at all. Okay. Let's see. Then we'll put this here. Because then I can hold that by itself. And then I still have another hand to kind of... And then we'll put these here. Yeah, that nose piece doesn't want to stay. I mean, obviously that's where you've got the most curve, so it makes sense, kind of, but... So those are all still stuck there. Okay, so we're going to do the 2 cheek pieces first, because they actually stick because it's a little bit flatter. And so what I'm going to do, what I did last time, is I took a makeup wipe and I added some micellar water and tried to pat the cardboard without taking off all of my makeup, since that's what micellar water does.
Waiting for you, all I think about is you. You're coming closer, I can feel it, and I don't know what to do. Oh, baby, what to do? What should I do?
I got some of them. These are kind of like temporary tattoos from when you were a kid, and I found them hard to do even then. Even then, like, somehow my skills are less now that I'm an adult. It's not, yeah, they're not wanting to come off. I'm getting a whole lot of makeup onto the freckles, like the freckles, but getting the freckles to stick and come off the cardboard. This worked much easier the first time, but I didn't have these big chunky ones. I had the little rose gold ones. That's the first set that I experimented with. I've got a few more.
You just need to soak that back. I'm watching this and I'm just like, oh, what's gonna happen? Is it wet enough?
Yeah, I think some of it has to do with how much makeup I have on, because in the ads, it looks like they soak it much less than I do. Oh. It's weird, but I think because I have so much makeup on.
Too many layers pull off.
Yeah.
What are these called?
Fazit.
Fazit. Fazit. Glitter freckles. Simply press, pat, peel.
That one came off a little better.
This is supposed to be effortless glamour.
Yeah, effortless.
Removable with makeup wipes, micellar water, and or oil-based cleansers. You are using a makeup wipe and a micellar water to adhere your stuff there. I realize I know what you're doing, but it's funny that those are two of the three things they say to remove it with.
I know that I messed up, wish I could take it back, but it doesn't matter when you look at me like that. I know that I fucked up, but that doesn't work as an excuse. Sorry doesn't cut.
Okay, so time me for a minute.
But I'm sorry for what I did to you. Can only sleep with the TV on. Ever since you left, I'm going through the motions. I'm laying here looking at the door. Please come home, you belong by my side, babe.
Okay, that actually did fairly come off much easier.
Okay.
Although they do have like a weird milkiness to them. Again, I think that could be because it's going over so much makeup.
Okay. But they all came off at the same time.
But they pretty much all came off. There's a
Okay.
few that are still left on.
But it fared better than the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Let me try to put a couple over here. There we go.
She cute.
She cute. We'll do this for maybe one more video. All right, so we had some success. Let's go ahead and put some drag on. We'll come back for the final look and some final thoughts. All right, so this is the final look. What do we think? This was a journey. This was a little bit of a struggle. These were not super user-friendly. I do have to say that I struggled more with these snowflake ones. And I feel like we'll maybe do a zoom in on the look because I feel like they're also kind of, I don't know, milky, or like there's something that takes away the sort of metallic reflective kind of quality of them. I don't know if it's just that I have too much makeup on. I felt like they didn't want to adhere to this much makeup. It does say that you can wear them over bare skin or over foundation, but I recognize that my level of foundation application is not everyone's level of foundation application. So it could just be that there's so much makeup on my face that that could be interfering with it, but I did get a cute little look out of this. I don't mind this. I think these are all right.
It's getting cold on the side where you used to sleep, so I get drunk, tangled up in these dirty sheets. I cannot live with myself if you call it quits. I'm gonna stay in this bed until you love me again. If you could just listen to what I have to say.
Now I did use one of these. I did a test before we did this video where I used the rose gold freckles for a show. Let me go ahead and add a picture into the video right now. And one thing I did when I did that is I also used my freckle pen to kind of fill in around to give it a little bit more of like a full freckle where some of them are matte, some of them are metallic. And I think it looked pretty good. I always struggle with the freckle pen. I don't think I do a good job. People will often say that they think the freckles are cute. I think sometimes I look like I've gone too hard and it's just a little bit, I don't know, something, they're coming together and it's going to be melanoma city or something, I don't know. But so I have done these before. I felt like they were a little bit easier when it was the smaller freckles, the stars and the rose gold one. This one I definitely struggled, even cutting it apart and kind of using the individual pieces. Now, as you saw, once we added the paper towel with just water, they did seem to apply a little bit easier. I used a makeup wipe with micellar water. Now, that shouldn't impact it because we're wetting the cardboard and we're wetting the other side of the cardboard, but maybe... I don't know, maybe I didn't do it long enough because that time we actually used a timer and counted down like a minute. So I might not have held it long enough, but we're going to keep playing with these. But overall, I think they're fun. I think they're kind of cute, but they're not going to become a regular staple. I mean, I'm going to have to use them somewhat frequently because I bought 8 sets. So we're going to have some freckles and some looks, but I think it's cute. I think it's not my favorite look that I've ever done, but I think it looks all right. All right, that is the video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this look, what you think of these freckles. Have you tried these? I figured if they're good enough for Taylor Swift, they're good enough for me. I don't know that I love them, but I like them. They're kind of fun. I'll play around with them more. I'll try to get the application down, but I recognize that I maybe just have so much makeup on my face that maybe they're not the best for me, but I like the way this looks. I think it's kind of cute. It's kind of fun. Gave me an excuse to do this very wintry, frostbitten look and bring out the blue wig again, so I am loving it. While you're down there, don't forget to give me that thumbs up to tell me that you appreciated the video, or if you are an anti-Swiftie, if you hate these freckles, whatever your issue is, if you want to let me know your displeasure, go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It is all engagement. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch, and neither am I. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified of all future uploads. I try really hard to make sure I have at least one video a week, and I try to spread it out among glam, geek, and gore, so there's a little bit of something for everyone. And if you're lucky, very lucky, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh, collab-tastic! If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website, The World of Champagne, at janessajay.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you again to Dion and Grace for agreeing to be part of this collab. Thank you for doing this weird experiment. I cannot wait to see your videos. I hope that you had an easier time than I did. It'll be interesting to see what happened. If you haven't yet, go over and check out Dion's and Grace's videos. They will be linked down in my description box below so that you can go and check them out and subscribe to their channels if you haven't already. They are fantastic. But that is all for now, and until I see you again, bye. That Taylor Swift made fire. And when I say a few, I mean I ordered 7 different... Ugh.
Making sure my phone is off so it doesn't ding. Ding, ding. Oh, look, it's already off. Have you done that?
I have done that.
Just making sure. Because there's been other times.
Funny how you didn't wait until after we were recording to do that.
Oh, you know,
Interrupting the recording to talk about
I
something
was
I've
sitting
already
down
done.
pulling my phone up to my hand, and it made me think of it. So it isn't just because of the recording. Interrupting the recording the beginning where it hasn't started. Yeah. Let me
Are you
stop
done
that
now?
recording and go home.
I may put a little surprise pop of corner. Chamonix. Am I pretty?
So pretty.
So pretty.
A little frostbitten.
A little. Just a
Just
little.
a little. Okay, sure.
Just a touch.
Just a smidgen.
I also picked up a few of their mega glitters. Nope. Yep, that is what they're called. So we're going to do the two cheek person.
Do you want a paper towel from the bathroom with just regular water?
No.
Because why would you want something that would... What do the directions tell you to do?
Don't worry about it.
Dab, dab, dab. 60 minutes. Not 60 minutes. 1 hour of dabbing. We'll cut it at the first chin. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Keep sliding down. I'm trying to.
All right, that is the video. Let me know down in the description. Oh, I always say description box. Ouch. I'm just going to take this fucking ring off. There will be no ring continuity, and that's fine. While you're down there leaving me that comment, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Oh, no. It's thumbs up and then subscribe, right?
I thought you'd do something like Freckle-rific or something.
Freckle-rific.
I was like, collab, come on.